The one phrase that every parent needs to know when they're feeding their kids is this: if you don't want to eat it, you don't have to. I know it sounds completely counterintuitive because you probably were taught the opposite. Maybe your parents told you to finish your plate before you could have the dessert. Maybe their parents taught them that. But there is a reason why it's so important that you give your child the freedom to choose whether or not to eat, along with what to eat and how much to eat. There will be a time when your child will come to the table, look at the food that you're serving, and they will say, "Well, mommy, I don't want to eat any of this. I don't like it." Happened to all of us, right? And at that point, they're essentially inviting you onto the battlefield. And you have two choices. Choice number one is for you to pressure them to eat, to beg them, to bribe them, to do whatever you usually do to get them to eat their food. And you might succeed, or you might not. But if you do succeed, you're probably not going to be teaching your child a lesson in how to make good food choices later in life. Choice number two is for you to say just what I said in the beginning. Honey, if you don't want to eat it, you don't have to. But, and here's a big but you need to come to the table, sit down with us, and spend time with us. Because look, eating, meal times are not about nutrition. They never were. Unfortunately, we made them to be about nutrition, but they're not. They're about us coming together, socializing, spending time as family. And I know you want to teach your child that. That's the most important lesson. Once they come to the table and start enjoying the time that they have around food and know that there's going to be no pressure on them to eat, they will start eating. As long as there's something that that they're comfortable with, maybe bread with butter or cheese that they can serve themselves. And I know that for you, it will be so much more enjoyable to be able just to sit down and not worry about what everybody else is eating or how many bites they've had. Just sit down and enjoy the meal. And I can assure you, once your child feels that there is no pressure and that there is something that they can eat, they will come around and start eating. It might take a few days, it might take a few weeks, it might take a few months, depending on what kind of experience your child has had in the past around food, but they will come around and eat something on that table. So next time your kiddo comes and fusses about the food, just say, "Hey honey, if you don't want it, you don't have to eat it." And enjoy your own meal. I hope you found this information helpful. If you want to learn more, visit my website at katyabaxter.com, sign up for my newsletter, or check out some of the other videos that are on the channel. And remember, your kiddo was born to eat everything.